Happy, beautiful Saturday. What a cold day it is. It's 35 up in here. But what the heck do I do to myself? All this unnecessary stress. Adrenalines are pumping real hard. The heart rate is up. What the heck do I do to myself when it comes to this hobby of historical recovery, man? I don't know. I call it unnecessary stress. I don't know how much more I can take it. If they can get the pattern right when it comes to the rainstorms and stuff and how long it rains, that'll make all the difference. But we're in that pattern. We've been in this pattern for the past 1.5 to 2 years, where it rains and storms for a very long time on Sundays and Mondays. And then we have to wait practically an entire week just to come back out to our hot spots, man, in hopes that we can find a few ancient pieces to add to the major museum collection, you know. This is a stressful hobby. It is. When it comes to GA, it's an extremely stressful hobby. And I drove my butt all the way out here, and I'm about to jump up in these things. We only have a few hours. It's already 11 o'clock. And I'm going to be keeping my fingers crossed every step I take before I get there, hoping that we're not going to see, you know, the human footprints. A little bit of a major update. No, I haven't found anything yet. I'm scoping out the location. Looks like we are the first ones in here. Am I going to have to go slow or go quickly? Look at that. That's a beautiful thing right there. It's been a very long time since I have been the first one out after some kind of major rain event out here. Well, I looked that first gravel bar over. I didn't see anything. It's sitting on top. A lot of it's new. And the last 3 times I came out here, it didn't do anything at all. And that stretches all the way back to like July. You're talking about almost 7 months. I love waders, man. I love waders. Look at this. It's 37 degrees out here right now. And we're walking through these frigid waters. I dipped my hand in a couple times. I saw a couple things that were bright white. Thought I saw something. And the waters are frigid, man. They are ice cold out here. So anything you might see is going to be sitting right on top, basically. It's going to be the black, red, orange, yellow, white. Please tell me that they got some major things out here. This is brand new. They piled this thing up 5 feet higher. This was a flat gravel bar. I mean, a flat sand bar that was about 5 feet lower. What the heck did you guys do out here now? Look at the eye. Look at the eye. I mean, look at our eyes doing this. Hold on. Oh, man. Crap. Welcome to GA. It's an illusion. Alright, so I'm going to have to zoom through about 3 places. I got 3 days to make some major collections. I'm not going to run through videos after each day. I think I'll just do a compilation of everything that I'm collecting in the next 3 days. Starting today. Let's hope and pray it's going to be a lot. Oh, man, is it cold out here or what? Boy. Let's hope we can put some cold, humongous artifacts in the pocket, you know. But I did find one thing, though. I'm not going to keep it because I have too much of this stuff in the left hand, man. Look at that. Another midden shell out here from a midden pile. Let's go ahead and leave it. I have too much of that. Is that? Oh, I thought that was a piece of pottery. Look at that. They turned the leaf into an optical illusion piece of pottery. Oh, that's leaf. That's not black dirt. Hold on. You're going to say, Da Vinci, you're mean, man. You're mean. I'm not. Imagine. Okay, now, how do you think I felt coming out to these places like this and you see a footprint? And I say it all the time, not fair. Someone added paleo to the pocket. Someone added early archaic to the pocket. We find 3 brokes in 9 hours during a hot summer day. and 2 tiny pieces of pottery. Not fair. I want 2024 to be the year, not the year, but year and beyond, where we finally say, this is our time to hit it right. But I told you, they got to get the scheduling right with the rainstorms. They got to get the schedule so perfect. Rain on Wednesdays and Thursdays and Fridays. And we walk right out here on Saturdays and Sundays and find it all. I know that looks like one. I know you jumped out of your seat. A lot of this stuff looks like it is something, but it's all the leaves that are playing with us. Just like that little thing. Man. Alright, let me get to looking. I gotta move really fast and slow at the same time. New gravel bar. I just had to move further down. It was nothing but a bunch of sand past the bridge over there. I mean, that's it right there. All the way through that zone. I'll tell you something though, from what I'm looking at, there's no excuse not to find anything. I know that looks like one, it's just a big piece of quartz though. There's no excuse not to find anything. We need to end this 2023 on a high note. Well, you know, when it comes to when it comes to finding the history though. I mean, like, it's been a weird year for real though. I mean, 2023, it began off so promising that I thought 2023 was going to be our best year when it came to this hobby. I thought this was going to be our best year, man. I mean, within the first couple of months, has to chip off the old block, nothing except the beautiful rock. But from the way the year began, man, I swear I was finding a 4-inch long, perfectly intact spear tips and stuff like that. I think I found like 8 in one day. Not spear tips, but you know, some major artifacts that were fully intact. First thing we're finding today is a piece of the canvas, not a canvas, but the board, the lacy. Well, it's crumbling. Well, no, don't say that. Don't say that. It's flaking off, unfortunately. It's fragile. Gotta watch what I say. Gotta watch what I say. But yeah, man, it's like 2023 began off so perfectly. I was just blown away from what we collected and found. Alright, another one of these little zones right here. Kind of hard to walk through. You got the little leafy zones for the next 333 feet. You know, you're talking about like down the lines over there at PNC Park or something. I might be wrong with that. I don't know my ballpark dimensions perfectly. It matches up somewhere, I know. Why do I always think about stuff like this, man? Here we are in the depths of winter, and I'm trying to find fluted things out here. Dang, I don't think I've ever seen or found a tape measure this large. Let's not say tape measure, hold on. Before I say it out loud. Let me reword this. Let me try again. You gotta touch it, Man, look at this thing. I don't think I've ever collected or seen one of these things this big before out here. Dang, would you look at the size of that? Alright, I said it. What's gonna be out here in the future, possibly today? Guided by the 2 things that I've commented on so far. Intact and large. Let's hope it's out here. Yeah, don't you worry, these are mine. Yeah, they probably turned off the artifact exposing machine out here. They need to wave that magic wand for real. Now that first one, the first 2, should have been right here. These filters right here around the corners, these are the perfect ones. These are the ones that you should always find them. Well, the science behind it. There should have been one, well, from my experience, you should find one right here at the very top. Depends on the material. And there's always a few of them. When the water flows down and it drops it down here on the edges. Not a dang thing. Well, at least I did find something worth recovering. It's right here. Ready for the art, of course. And that is a large shard. Look at them. They're speaking it through us. We're not going to find anything today, man. They're just making me speak things to the future, that's all. Look at the size of that. Oh, it's blue. I think I'll use this side, though. That's better. Ooh. Well, it's going to be added to something else. You know how my art is. That is a cool piece. Let's hope this is not all we're recovering today when it comes to my enjoyments. But they have been making me speak everything forward so far. Into the future. Man, look at this balance right here, man. Look at that balance. They need to balance my pockets with the giant pointy things. Gotta be careful out here too. Let me give you an idea about this place. The reason some places I'm expected to find more and recover some great pieces. I'd say 65% of my immaculate collection has come from this one area. These two creeks out here, let's say 60 to 65% of my perfect collection. Large, medium, small, ancient, whatever. It has come from this region. This tiny little region out here. Now you can see why I kind of get like flustered. I guess you can say when I go through stuff like this and don't find anything. You're going to say, man, you better find one fully intact black turret arrowhead up in here. Because it's the largest gravel bar so far. Alright, apparently I'm the first one out here too. Weird how it was just that one gravel bar that someone stepped foot in. I got a little bit of a comment to make though. You know, one of my yin yang yogi-isms, I guess you can say. If I don't find anything major in this one right here, does that mean that we suck when it comes to the hobby? Or does that mean that the hobby sucks for us? I know everything black looks like a chert arrowhead. I don't know how many leaves I picked up so far and kicked around today. Got another piece of the pot. I can tell from a long distance away that's a piece of pottery. No, it's just small, you know. I'm gonna leave it. Hard to believe that I would collect every single piece. And I'm starting to leave the smaller ones. I think there's another one over here. It stands out like a perfect thumb right there in the center. It's small though. It's small. No design on it, nothing like that. Heck, is that a piece of brick? Yeah. Oh yeah, that's another piece. Leave that one too. You're going to say pick it up and toss in the woods. Good idea. Let me go ahead and grab that stuff and toss it in the woods. Well, 10 seconds later, and about 3 feet from the other ones, there's another one sitting right up right here. Well, that's got a little bit of design on it. Look, it's got a circle too. Now, you know what I'm looking for on the pottery. Any design that speaks the truth. I'll go ahead and recover this one, toss the other ones up in the woods. That's got some kind of design on it. First real recovery of the day when it comes to major history. Dang. There it is. Oh yeah, it's got a little design on it. I guess I'll collect this one too. There's little tiny busted pieces throughout here, man. You're gonna say that's where they had the camp. Or whatever it was, grand community. Well, I turned around and there was this guy standing up on the bank. You know, he had everything all matching. He had the camouflage pants on. He wasn't hunting out here either. All he had was camouflage pants. He had the jacket with the hoodie. And he was just standing there with his hands in his pockets, just watching me, and he walked off. Oh. Now what am I going to do? This is too deep. Oh, dang it. And we're practically right there. Man, it's 38 degrees out here. It's almost up to the limits of the waiters. The heck is that thing? It's got a curve on it. It's a leaf. Yeah, it's another piece of the pot right there. A little tiny thing. Yeah, I bet he took off running to the other side. I bet he's covering the other banks, knowing that I'm headed that way. He probably ran further down the creek through the woods. I saw somebody in the woods. That could have been him. I saw somebody in the woods, and they looked kind of suspicious. They had a backpack on them. And I was like, that looks like the type of guy that's artifact hunting. He's just cutting through the woods from behind the subdivision. And he doesn't know that I'm out here. That was probably him. Please don't have this gravel bar suck. And I mean suck with footsteps. And it does. He's already been out here. Yeah, he's already been out here. No, I'm not going to go chase him down and be like, hey, did you find anything good? Because I know he did. I know he did. If it wasn't where we were, it had to be further up the creek. I bet this guy's been hanging out here for like a month. Waiting. And finding. Yep, let's go. I told you. When it comes to this hobby, it doesn't matter how cold it is. They're going to hop up in this thing with tennis shoes on. Man, is it so cold out here. Frigid. Probably about 39 right now. I don't think it's going to get above 40. But that's the best I can do in this one. Gotta head to the next one, you know. Let's hope it's going to be exactly what we're hoping for. Well, that's the way I was hoping it was going to be in this one creek, you know. And it hasn't turned out that way. Nice little preform right here. All these items right here were found in this one gravel bar. There's the preform. You can tell it's preform. Look at how they snapped the base off right there. Leave it. Leave it. That's just a flake. Finally found an authentic one right here. Little tiny tip ding on it. Welcome to GA. And then this thing right here, I have no clue if it's a flake or if it's something that was built off of a flake, you know. And that is all. And I was thinking it was going to be massive things out here today. One last place to visit. Let's go. All right. Spot number 2, keep your fingers crossed. If I see any footprints out here, I'm leaving, headed to the 3rd spot. Oh yeah, so they got about 6 feet deeper out here. Boy, you're going to tell me to check that original spot that I started at last time when I came here 2 weekends ago. Man, I only got like a couple of hours. Well, 3.5 to be exact. It's 2:15. Man. We got to pick up the pace on this side. But I can only cover the short side of the creek. I can't cover the entire creek this time. We don't have enough time. Oh no, it's nothing. But there's got to be something out here. I just got another one. I heard it with my own ears. I didn't hear what they said though, in a female voice right here. Right here. I had to climb up on this bank right here to see if anybody was standing over there. Like somebody coming down through the woods or something like that. Somebody said something right here. I didn't hear what they said though. I can even feel the frequency up and down my neck. Man, nice optical illusion, guys. Nice optical illusion. Oh, there's a piece of white quartz just sitting on the edge. That's a sign. That's a good sign. That's a good sign. That has me thinking, though. I mean, when it comes to the EVPs that I get in my videos, like you always hear all the time, when they would say strange things, now this had me thinking about a few of them. Like some of my old classics from back in the day. When someone will say, some have human crush. Like that kind of EVP. Some have human crush. I can't stop thinking about that one though. Who are they talking about? I need to go back out and ask them. Who are you talking about? Who are you referring to when you say some have human crush? There's 3 options. I mean, we're human, right? So if we're human and some have human crush, then what the heck are they? Alright, I was thinking, let me go ahead and move through this real quick. If there's anything out here, anything at all, historical and worth recovering for the museum stash, I will see it no matter what. No matter how fast or how slow I go through here, I'm going to see it. Oh boy, they're crazy. In a very good way. I mean, look at this thing right here. Man, and I just walked past it too. That thing is humongous. Looks like it's been worked like crazy. That's quite the blade. But I'm leaving it. Because just like everything else so far today, everything has been an optical illusion. Look at what it's got it on the backside. Man. Nice game, guys. Nice game. No, that's not a preform either. It's just the style of the quartz, whatever kind of quartz that is. That would have been a nice piece to collect if it was real. Well, I found one of these things right here. Saw it back there in the water. Thought it might have been worked a little bit, like it's some kind of preformed blade. I mean, see, that's what they did to make some of these things. They were smart. The ancient ones knew geometry. They did. So instead of just picking up random rocks also, I bet they were going all crazy when they came across these polygons. Because that's all they had to do was just flip it to the side to give it that bevel and just snap away the edges to get it to that position. I mean, that form. But I think they're still making them out here. They have to be. Because this piece right here is so fragile. Look at this. I already broke off a couple pieces right here with my thumbnail. So set it back down. They'll have that thing made completely in about I'd say another 5 years. I know you're going to say that thing looks legit. I know, nothing major. But if it's got a design on it, that's a different story. Well, that's tiny. Okay, toss it back up in the woods. At least it's something. Man, did I ever screw up? Did I ever screw up? I came all the way out here just to see this and thought I was the first one in here. It's the same pattern as the last place. Here's the deepest waters right here. The deepest waters of the day, even deeper than the side we just passed back there. This thing right here is up to the chest. And I'm having to hug the edge over here. What the heck do I do to myself? Yeah, that thing right there is up to the chest right there, right under this log. And it's almost past the limits of the waders right here. And I gotta hug the side over here. Yeah, look at that, Joker. Man, you guys crazy. Yeah, I'm on the other side. What I'm doing on this side, I do not know. It's 4:30. I have about 45 minutes to find something major. Let me get going. Look. They cleaned off the tops for us. Like I was asking for. I wonder if there's going to be anything out here. Let me go ahead and keep going really quickly. Before the sun goes down completely. know I don't have too much longer out here. Top of a bowl. Cool little find. Don't get your hopes up. It's been like this all day with all the optical illusions and stuff. That's quite the stem on that. Let's go ahead and pull it. It's going to be a big piece of quartz and that's it. Yep. Another optical illusion. What the heck are they trying to tell us? There's another piece of white, but that's another piece of chunk of the quartz. I don't get it. It was nice of them for them, you know. I just said that's why. So I'm looking, I'm thinking. I only got like 35 minutes. I'm kind of panicking at the moment. But it was nice of them to wipe off the leaves, though. I mean, they got buck wild out here like I kind of knew they would. After looking at the yellow and orange on the radar. On Christmas Day, I was just rubbing my hands together, knowing that I was going to come out and make some major recoveries. But it hasn't happened yet. Why, I don't know. Maybe I need to just move to Missouri or Kentucky. Just the pottery again today. Why do they always have to save the major pointy rocks? Why do they always have to save that for the springtime though? I find that extremely weird with their scheduling when it comes to manipulating places like this. The sun is going down like you would never believe. I misjudged its setting time one time when I was out like this last weekend, I think it was. Or was it it was last weekend. I was at this one magical spot. Found a few nice things, you know, and misjudged the time frame. Luckily, I made it back to the vehicle before it was so dark outside I couldn't even see how to unlock the vehicle. Oh, man. "5:30. Time to get out of this beautiful heaven. We've had a heavenly day, but I'm not going to say that I'm going to make up for the losses of today, you know, when it comes to the major things. We'll just have to try to stay confident for the future, you know. A couple more days before 2024 hits. But this was it for the past hour. Just a couple flakes. And this thing. Always got to find the red line. There's something weird about it. And I still don't know where it is. See you tomorrow.